Cory, also known as the Zebra, is a playable character in Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number. She's a member of the fans and the one with the fewest ideas and least enthusiasm in the group. She's just often silent, eating pizza. She's fast, agile, and cunning, and not peaceful, gentile, or vegan. She's ambidextrous and most likely was in a relationship with Tony, and also my favorite character from the Hotline Miami series. In today's video, I'll go over the build inspired by this particular character. As always, I'll go over the loadout. This time I will show you unedited gameplay, and I will also provide you my thoughts and opinions. And without further ado, let's begin. So this is basically what the whole loadout looks like. Here are the stats, and I also got myself a nice mod to match this particular mask. We're using Joey, the Cory mask, the Akimbo pair of machine guns, the Castigo 44 Magnum, the electrical brass knuckles, the shurikens, the rogue perk deck. We're gonna get into skills in a minute, the two-piece suit, and the first aid kit. We're using Inspire, Uppers. You can also go with Combat Doctor, Quick Fix, Painkiller, Combat Medic, and Stable Shot. In Enforcer, no skills here. In Technician, we're taking Hardware Expert, Steady Grip, Heavy Impact, Fire Control, Sword Fire, and Body Expertise. In Ghost, we're taking Sneaky Bastard, Shockproof, Diurnate, Parkour, Inner Pockets, and Duck and Cover, as well as Second Wind, Optical Illusions, and Low Blow, basic stuff. Ace Desperado, Akimbo, Equilibrium, Swansong, and 9 lives. Quick notes and thoughts. I went with dodge yet again, but for a reason. Dodge is the closest thing we have to the gameplay of Hotline Miami. Consists on being fast, dodge bullets, and just being quick to shoot the enemy, dealing tremendous amounts of damage, and also being really fast. I went with Rogue because Cory is the only one who doesn't wear protective armor, and I wanted to stay true to the character. When it comes to weapons, Hotline Miami has a generous variety to choose from. I tried to do something different from the last time I did a Hotline Miami theme build. I tried to use an M4 that resembles the one from Hotline Miami. The AMR-16 was a candidate, and of course the AMCAR, but I'm personally done with that rifle. And the AMR-16 works better as a DMR in my humble opinion. I did a version of this, like a silenced version of the DMR, and it worked pretty well. You can go with that if you like, but I'm a little bit tired of semi-auto rifles, so the Para submachine gun looks similar enough. I wanted something full auto, so I went with the Akimbo pairs. They look alike and they're loud and fast. And for the secondary, instead of the classic pump action shotgun that I was using in my older jacket build, I went with the Magnum since it's a weapon that was introduced in Hotline Miami 2 and I wanted to incorporate it here. You can use either the Bronco or the Castigo 44. The Castigo 44 resembles more the one from Hotline Miami, but the Bronco is more practical, so it's up to you really. You can also take some basic shotgun skills, at least to increase reload, and go with the GSP S12 shotgun to match that Miami vibe. Last but not least, Cory uses a katana in the digital comic. We have it on Payday 2, but it's not very concealable or practical with this build, so I went with something small and useful, like the electrical brass knuckles. But if you're up for it, you can sacrifice concealment for style. Also, I don't have extra points, but you can switch some skills and go for melee ones to make your katana usable. For the trouble, I went with the shurikens. They're usable, they're in Hotline Miami, and seem appropriate. Now let's switch to the gameplay. Okay, we are in the pre-planning thing. We're gonna go with the basics. Elliot the sniper, reduce mobsters, and delay the police thing, and we're gonna drop a doctor's bag in room 108. You know, let me just, no, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Alright. Oh, we spawn over here. Oh, yes, look at the paras, they're so cool. I personally love them. Pretty, you know, basic stuff. I don't know why I picked that. I should have just shoot the lock. Let's take care of the mobsters. One thing that I do found disappointing about this particular mod is that it doesn't work on first person. Like, it looks fine on the showcase, like when you're doing your builds and all that, and it looks amazing actually. It's a nice retexture, but like once you're in game, like here, like with the first person perspective, you can see that it's just Joey's default skin, and that's pretty sad because it's really cool. I also found a mod that retextures Joey to look like Marcus from Watch Dogs 2. I personally love Watch Dogs, so I was really excited for that, but I was like kind of disappointed that happened the same thing here. Also a wasted opportunity to make my character look like Cory. Like I said, it's one like my favorite character, so it's like a missed opportunity. But anyways, you know, I'm not blaming the mod authors. Someday. So yeah, the build works fine. I mean, I'm just shooting this very weak mobster, so I guess it's not very justified. But anyways, yeah, the build works fine in my personal opinion. I tried this with the AMR 16, like converted to like a DMR, and I was using it silenced, and it was pretty solid. I think that's like one of the best DMRs in the game. The AMR 16, I think it's great. It's not concealable like the Garand, of course, and it is not like, I guess not the best option. I mean, it is one of the best options, but the little friend has also the grenade launcher and all that, so it's more like personal preference. But the AMR 16 is a pretty solid weapon, and I was using it for this particular build. But I don't know, I just been kind of tired of semi-auto rifles. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption on my free time, because I barely have some free time, but when I do, I just play something. I've been kind of lazy with the videos, and also been really busy, but you know, been using my time to play some Red Dead Redemption. You know, there are no automatic weapons, so I just kind of been a little bit tired of like semi-automatic weapons, so I'm just kind of happy I can use some loud weaponry. Oops, and I go down. And that's the particular problem with this build, and with most Dodge builds. Just don't expose yourself that much. Try to stay like in cover as much as you can. I know that's something that I say in a lot of my videos, but it's generally true. You just gotta stay in cover, you know. And this is great because the Magnum has really great stopping power, and the akimbo submachine guns are also great, you know, boosted with the crits. They're amazing. They're not like comparable to, for example, the micro Uzi, which has a tremendous rate of fire, but I think they're really good. And I also like the little handle, that handle up there. It looks really cool. The problem with the handle is that it's very inconvenient to use. That's the problem with the AMR 16. I use it mostly from the hip because it's really inconvenient to use, and like it's just really nice to see the handle on the Paris. Also the snipers. God, I completely forgot how annoying were the snipers here. And I'm blind. Great. Can I just patch myself up real quick? That's one of the things that I regret, that I don't have enough points to to ace at least that particular skill, because I hate being blinded by the flashbangs. Got the C4 right here. Also, apologies if my voice sounds like weird. I'm recording this at like 3 or 4 in the morning, so yeah, apologies for that. And I also apologies for not uploading video in almost a month. I just been busy with school. I got projects and been working on some animations, and they are very time consuming, and you know, drawing and sketching and editing and all that, and it's just very time consuming, and it's just, I don't know, exhausting. And then life piles up on top of that. Why am I risking myself to revive the bot? I'm the one who's gonna need to be revived. Come on. That's why I don't mind playing solo, actually. I mean, it's not that I like it or love it, it's just that I don't mind, because the bots are very well balanced for solo. Like, they have great boosts, you know, they can inspire you, and they increase the speed of the actions, and also the reload speed and the ammo you get. I don't know, they're really great. They're really well balanced for solo players. Although I do love playing with people, but it's been a really long time since I played with people. The last time I played with people wasn't on a stream, and I love playing with people on streams. It's just very fun. Especially there's this guy, Remastered. I think he goes by Kato or something. Apologies. Yeah, that guy's always there, and it's really fun to play with people. But like, I haven't played with my friends in almost a year and a half or 2 years. They're just completely done with Payday 2, and they will not support Overkill anymore. Like, they're big fans of The Walking Dead, but they didn't bought it because Overkill was part of it. Look at this. This is just amazing, and it's so cool to just spray and pray. You know, it feels very Hotline Miami-ish, I guess. Like when you kick a door and start shooting like crazy, it's just this adrenaline rush. You know, it's great. And I also was really happy that they introduced a Magnum in Hotline Miami 2. It was just great. Even though it is a really rare weapon, like, it's not something you pick up very often, but it's there and it's fun. And I don't know, it's just really cool, you know. Oh my god. Can I? Yes. The snipers, why? See if I can take care of him while I'm in Swan Song. And I'm already great. Well, at least I'm glad I have the... Just take care of this guy real quick. Yes, got him. See if I can just patch myself up with this doctor's bag. Hopefully the sniper won't get me. That's also one thing that I didn't forget, but like, just something that I should do more often than I used to do, and I don't do it anymore, is to just wait. Sometimes you just gotta wait and fight the assault rather than just be rushing the objectives, and that's something that I do a lot of the time, because I don't know, it seems the more reasonable thing to do. Like, I just want to complete the heist as quickly as possible, so I just kind of rush it. Well, not rush it, but just don't focus on the assault very much. Just focus on the objective and kill every enemy that's on the way. Come on. And I'm down again. Man, these snipers are just crazy. That's also another disadvantage of Dodge, in my personal opinion, the snipers. Like, yes, you can evade him and you can do whatever, but they're always gun you down in one shot. It's just crazy. Which is kind of realistic if you think about it, but you cannot be arguing about realism in Payday, because we got the idea that a suit is more powerful than like armor, you know, and that the smaller your weapon is, the more powerful it is for some reason. It's just obviously for game balance purposes and all that, but yeah, Payday is not a game about realism. See, I think this is the same thing that's going to happen. That happened with my solo build. I think I was playing here. Can you please revive me, Sydney? That I'm gonna waste all my resources on me getting inside the basement, and I'm gonna die. That happened the last time. Well, the last time I was just doing a solo build, you know, no bots and all that. So it was like a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I think I got this. I'm just gonna put some first aid kits here. Another one here. Right here. There we go. Got 5 more. That's fine. God damn it. And I run out of ammo, really. Yes, got you. And I got flashbang. Great. Did I mention how much I love being flashbang? This is just the best thing ever. Love it. You know, I really wish they take a more realistic approach to Payday on the next game, because I was watching some of the movies that Payday is inspired by, whatever. Sorry, yeah, movies like Heat, for example, or The Town, I think it was called, where they use hockey masks, and they also reference Heat, and that's the movie that has the heist where they dressed up as nuns, and it's just pretty epic in my opinion. So I was watching some of those movies with, you know, Heat has Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and they're both great actors. Georgetown, that'll be Rockets. Let me just write it down so I don't forget. Rockets. Yeah, the movie stars Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and they're amazing. I don't know, and the shooting in the movie is just, I don't want to say realistic, but the sounds just sound, well, the most realistic sounds I've heard in a movie, in a heisting movie, you know, and it's great actually. No, to back it up with great actors. Come on, just surrender. Gotta take care of the drill. Yes, and I was seeing I was watching those movies, and I thought Payday was inspired by this, but it's nothing like this. Like I don't feel tension. I don't feel the heat of the of the shooting, of the assault, of the heist. I just run around in a suit. Well, I always use Joy, so she's just running around with normal clothing. Anyways, just for sense of, you know, general thing, I just run around with a suit and small guns, and I try to complete the objectives. Some of them heist very ridiculous, like Goat Simulator and stuff like that. So that's the thing, I don't feel the realism, I don't feel like the agony of heist, you know. I don't feel the tension, I don't feel pressured, I don't feel like I have to do anything, you know, like I'm not afraid of the police. That's the thing, and we should be afraid. We're getting SWAT, we're getting special enemies, you know. Can you please stop? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're getting armor enemies, we're getting bolos or tasers, cloakers, and they're just random enemies, you know. Doesn't matter. That's the thing. I hope they take that was Siri, I'm sorry. I hope they take a different approach in. Can you please shut up? God damn it. Oh, and I just got down. Thank you, Siri. Thank you. You're amazing. Siri just got me down. Really. That's just awful. Just put the barcode here. I don't even know where my goddamn phone is. Oh, here it is. Just shut up. Thank you. So yeah, I just do hope they take a different approach, or like give more incentive to do the objectives, because right now the incentive is money, but there's a point, you reach a point where you have a tremendous amount of money and you don't need it for absolutely anything. The only thing you really need is continental coins. If you do builds constantly like I do, sometimes I just gotta farm some continental coins, which is not hard to do. It's really easy in Crime Spree or Holdout, you know. And that's the thing, that's the only kind of currency I need. I don't care about the money. I don't know how much money I have, but I don't care about it. And that's the weird thing, you know. We're supposed to be heisting. We're supposed to, well, that's the center thing of that's the main thing of the game, money. And it's weird because I don't care about it, you know. It's just strange. So yeah, I hope they change some stuff, because right now, if you remove the very iconic, it is very iconic, the suits and the masks and the blue surgical gloves. If you remove that, Payday is just a generic shooter. It has interesting mechanics, but if you remove the iconic masks and the gloves and stuff like that, it's just a generic shooter. So I hope they just don't waste that opportunity with Payday 3, you know, because you got a very, very unique game in my personal opinion. So just hope they don't waste it. I do love that Payday gets crossover stuff with Hotline Miami, because the masks from Hotline Miami are the only three-dimensional versions of the mask we have. You know, we only have the 2D animations and sketches, so it's really cool to see them in 3D, you know. It's a great little detail. Well, with that, we finish day 1 of Hotline Miami, and I think we're also gonna wrap up this video with that. I'm just gonna give you some brief stuff after this. And well, it's almost 5 AM for me, so yeah, let's just get into that. So the purpose of this build was just to stay true to the character of Cory, to just make it look and make it feel like I'm playing with Cory, like I'm playing Hotline Miami 2 in Payday 2. That's the thing. That's why I went with no armor. That's why I went with the weapons I choose in this particular video. Of course, you can make some changes. If you don't like the Magnum, you can go with the GSPS shotgun, you know, to preserve that Miami feel, like I previously said. You can go with the AMR-16, turn it into a DMR, you can silence it, you can do a lot of things with this particular build, and that's the thing, it's really up to you, it's really up to whatever you want to do. But personally, I just like it the way it is. I may keep this build, like I need this lot for something else, but I may keep it around. It's a great build, and it's just fun. That's basically it. To me, it's just fun. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience, for, you know, I haven't uploaded a lot recently, so yeah, sorry about that, but thank you for your patience, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.